Greetings and good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in our kingdom build in Minecraft. We have quite a few things to talk about today, so we might actually go a bit longer than we have in the past with Minecraft, by a bit. I will say I'm eating a chicken sandwich and I have a nondescript can of pop. That's what that you heard earlier was. Today in Minecraft we are going to be, let's open up the Word document. We got to organize the shack mining chest. And the first topic is what I've done last week, right? I do a lot of HVAC stuff with my dad, right? Every time he gets a job, 99% of the time I'm going out with him to move things back and forth, be it tools, parts, or what have you. Go up and down the ladder in order to like turn on and off the machine so we can do specific things when we're trying to diagnose the issue, right? Green Ninja, good day, Xander. How are you doing today? Oh, you're not late. You're just in time for me to go over what I did over the previous couple of days and what I plan over the next week. I like doing this to show off, hey, was I actually able to do what I wanted to do since last Monday. Anyways, so we've got a couple of different jobs over the week to a couple of different restaurants. We do a lot of work for actually a chain of restaurants, a couple of them fast food restaurants. Well, fast food, whatever. Mr. Heroes, right? There's a couple of stores we go fix the equipment on, be it the grills or the prep units, which are coolers that they put like the sliced meat and stuff in. Regardless, over the week what did we do? We had to fix the walk-in freezer because it was out of gas. Then we had to fix the hood. And then we got another call for the walk-in freezer. Here's the thing about the walk-in freezer calls. The walk-in freezer calls, when it's out of gas, means there's a leak, right? Oh, and the return air. We had to do the return air too. Same restaurant, by the way. And only one of the things mentioned were things we had to do because of natural reasons. I'll explain what that means in a moment. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's very, very close. That is insane. Normally that's what that means, but not in this case. In this case, somebody manually purged the gas out. Like because in a unit, no matter what it is, a refrigerator, a air conditioner, anything that has some sort of cooling aspect to it works on the basic principles of having a compressor and copper lines with fans, right? The gas goes through the copper lines and the fans blow the cool air into the cooler. That's the automated, the very basic premise of it, right? It is a closed system, which means that the gas won't dissipate. So it's not like, oh, we're out of gas, let's fuel it back up. Like, let's go to the gas station. That's not how that works. If it ever runs out of gas, it's because the compressor is equalized or the pins in it are shot and the gas can't flow. There's a leak. And I think there's like one or two other issues it could be. There could also be a plug. Like, we could have to like take the lines out, get rid of a line, replace that part of the line, and then the unit will work again because there's no plug. I mean, talk to you about that in a minute. Anyways, so there's no problem. We went through it with a fine-tooth comb, looked all over, no leak. At least not a leak. Well, okay, not a leak. Whatever. We fill it up with gas. It works. All right. We get paid. We leave. We also noticed when we were there that the unit, instead of being at an angle, so like what we're looking at right now is how the unit looked when facing it straight, right? Like, try and bear with me. The character isn't moving, but I have to move the character to show you what I'm talking about. So we had it like this when you go up on the roof, right? Like, you climb the roof from the front. This is how it looks. When we got up there, it was like this, so somebody moved it. Right there. We knew somebody was fucking around with it. So that told us that it was purged. We looked to make sure that there were no leaks. We didn't see any leaks. We filled it up. We informed the owners. Because that's not, like, we can't do anything about that. That sucks. But we cannot insure gas like that, right? It's somebody is doing criminal action, right? Anyway, while we were up there, we said we were going to bolt the unit down to the roof so nobody could move it anymore, because if they move it, they'll fuck up the lines, and then we'll have to fill it up again, replace the line. It's a whole ordeal. It's like an all-day job, right? So we filled it up with gas. We left. The next day, we go there in order to bolt it down. And right when we're done bolting it down, we look up and we notice that the air return, is at a weird angle. So we go over to check it out, and somebody ripped it off of its placement, right? So we had to fix that. Oh, HVAC stuff? Yeah. Mind you, this is not the only place we go to fix the equipment of other locations like 7-Eleven type stores or convenience stores, stuff like that. We do all kinds of different repair work. Even a couple of residential jobs recently where the furnace and stuff like that has been messed up for one reason or another. We think that somebody's trying. We don't know what. We're not detectives. We're not cops. This is just complete hearsay. This is my perspective of things, of what I think is happening. We think someone's going up there and like messing around, sabotaging stuff in order to get work. Whether it's for themselves or someone else, we don't know, but that's what we believe's happening. It does look like someone did try to steal the copper pipes as well, because there were marks on it from like a hacksaw. And the reason we know this is because both me and my dad have had to use a hacksaw when replacing units and stuff like that. Right? Sometimes the piping will be in such a way to where we can't get the piping cutter or the tubing cutter wrapped around it and do it properly, so we have to use a hacksaw. So we knew immediately somebody was. They looked like they were. It looked like they were going to make the cut like that and then stop themselves, or someone else stopped them, and then instead they just pressed a what's it called? Basically, there's like a little switch. It's not a switch, but it's a thing that goes into where you would plug in the gauges to measure how much gas is in the unit, right? It's basically something that prevents the gas from leaking out but allows you to check the gas. They just fussed with that to let it leak out. Anyways, so we fixed the air return. We're good, right? We're good. We get a call the very next day, and the hood's messed up. What the hood is for whenever they're like this is the grill, right? The anvil's on the grill. Well, above the grill is a vent system that pulls out the smoke that gets produced when they're cooking, because they cook a lot of food. Well, the hood was messed up and the smoke wasn't, it was just billowing there. So they called us to get that fixed. And for a moment, we thought that it was going to be another one of those issues with like the walk-in freezer, because that's what that unit that I'm talking about is for, the walk-in freezer. The return is for the building itself. The air return was for the building. The freezer is what I was talking about with the unit when I was mentioning like using the glass to show off what that was. Anyway. The hood had a blown start capacitor, so it couldn't get the energy it needed to start the hood. Replaced that. That was a easy enough flip switch fix. We look at the walk-in freezer, and it's at 0 degrees. It's fucking perfect, right? Cool, awesome. This is like 5 p.m. It was Friday. This was Friday. This happened because I didn't stream for the 6 hours that I normally stream. On average, it was like 4 hours or something like that. All you do is fix it. Yeah, we just fix it, but I'm just like going over the whole thing. Yep. So we're good to go. We leave. We go home. Everything's fine. Saturday, we're good. Nothing. Right? We get a call Sunday about how on Saturday night the fan stopped running. Okay, that's weird. He sends us a video and like puts the phone close up to the machine. You can hear a hissing sound. Fuck is that thing called? Shit, I hate when that happens. Anyways, from the way the hissing sound sounded, there's this part in the machine that basically like regulates the amount of freon that's going through the unit. So like when the unit shuts off, it'll shut the refrigerant off, so it can like go through a defrost, so it doesn't accrue ice and freeze up the unit. Right? There's like a cycle system where if a unit runs for 24 hours, it'll have like 3, maybe 4 times throughout the day, all evenly spaced, 6 hours or whatever, where it'll stop the unit, but it'll go through a defrost, so any ice accrues or anything like that, it won't freeze up the unit, and then your unit won't work when it's froze up. Anyway, we thought it was that part. It has a proper name, but I can't think of it right now. And we were like, ah, crap. We've been talking about that because we've been having some issues with it. Like, we've been having to make adjustments every so often because it's going bad, so it might need to be replaced. And that's what we thought it was. We go there, we put the gauges on the unit, and it's out of gas. No leak. And we went through it with a fine-tooth comb. We were in the roof looking, no leak. So somebody manually purged the gas. Turns out they have cameras up on the roof, and the owner's going to be having the footage gone through, and they're going to see who the fuck's doing it. Hopefully. I don't know when the cameras will put up there, if they've been up there all this time, or whatever, but motherfuckers gonna get caught if the cameras are facing the roof like that and it's showing the whole roof. So that shit won't be a problem in the near future. I should organize this shit. Hold on. Oh, it is the wait. That's the exact same time. That's the exact same time. Regardless of that, that is amazing how that is. What's the craziest part? If you tell me they did it on the same day, how? That's wild. We gotta, okay. We might have to watch both those speedruns side by side. We might have to watch both those speedruns side by side. We might have a long stream today, everyone. I hope you buckle up. Because I want, that's insane. I want to see that. Oh my, it's gonna be a reaction over reaction. Hell yeah, I'm in. Sign me the fuck up. That's what we'll do. We are gonna get nothing done in Minecraft today, by the way. We're gonna just be bullshitting all day today. So that's basically been my adventures with, I've done a couple of other jobs at a couple of different places, but it's one of those things where I don't really remember what we did, honestly. If I would pull up the invoice, I'd be able to be like, oh yeah, that's what we did. But because of how my brain works, it's locked away until it becomes important. But because nothing occurred, we haven't gotten a call back, nothing like that, I don't need to remember it, so we don't need it, throw it over the edge into the abyss, basically, with that. Afterwards, throughout the week, I don't remember when it was, but it was actually early on, like it was sometime during the weekday when I don't normally stream. And there was the official announcement of the acquisition of Activision Blizzard being like, yeah, you can buy it for Microsoft. So Microsoft now owns Activision Blizzard. That means Xbox owns...
Hi, it's Jen Coolidge.
Hold on.
I just want to thank you for making me feel so...
Xbox owns Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Guitar Hero, Hexen, King's Quest, Space Quest, Quest for Glory, Tenchu, Pitfall, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Zork, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, StarCraft, Warcraft, Diablo, Gabriel Knight, Overwatch, Hearthstone, Phantasmagoria, The Lost Vikings, True Crime, Interstate 76, Skylanders, Prototype, Freddy, Farkas, Frontier, Pharmacist. Buckle the fuck up, motherfuckers. Xbox is gonna fucking... If they don't swing this shit out of the fucking park, man. Fucking... True Crime, I'm excited for, right? I like the True Crime games. Call of Duty, StarCraft, Warcraft, that fucking, like, Prototype though, Prototype. Like, it is exciting. And the reason why I'm so excited, some people are like, oh no, monopolies. Motherfucker. When's the last time they did anything with Crash Bandicoot? It's a couple years, right? With Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Guitar Hero. When did they... What the fuck? What is King's Quest? A Space Quest? I've heard of King's Quest. Never Space Quest. Tenchu I've heard of. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Everyone knows that one. Call of Duty, of course. Candy Crush, of course. Warcraft. But apparently every update for Warcraft is ass, so maybe it'll be good again. Overwatch. Do I need to say anything about that currently? True Crime, again, when's the last thing that's happened with True Crime? Prototype? Do some of you even not know raise your hand if you don't know what Prototype is. Blackthorn, never heard of. I know that game as well. It's a hype fucking game. It's Prototype 1 and 2, they're so good. You were there watching me go through Area 51. Imagine the idea of, like, the monster. Like, oh, human, monster. But you're always monster. That's the whole game of Prototype. Bitch, I eat people! That's cool. But yeah, that got me a bit hype, you know? Just to see, like, if we would actually get something from those franchises. And who knows how many games and IPs they now own the rights to, but no one, only a handful of people will know, that may, in the future, be a household name. again, it's one of those things. But you never know, because there are some games that are like, they were a little bit too early. Like, the game that we beat Friday and Saturday, Run Like Hell, I think that game was just a bit too early. Because it gave me, like, when I played Dead Space, I got so many similar vibes of Run Like Hell when I was playing Dead Space. COD and Halo, yeah. Maybe people will start to be happy about a Call of Duty release. Like, when's the last time all y'all who, like, now mind you, maybe there are some fans of Call of Duty that have always been happy with a release or happier on a release than others. But, like, for the mass portion of people, it seems like they haven't been happy with the Call of Duty release for, like, since Call of Duty Black Ops 2, it feels like. The crossover shit, too. Didn't even think of that. The crossover potential, though. How, you know how many characters they're gonna throw in Call of Duty from Warcraft? Does that make sense? No. But if they want to make a fuck ton of money, they'll do it. I guarantee you, they will be doing that. Why not? I mean, look at all the characters you have in Fortnite. You have, like, Kratos, and the Predator, and the Xenomorph from Aliens, and, like, Darth fucking Vader. It's a possibility. People would get it. I guarantee you people would pay money for it. We gotta break that up. We gotta break that up a little bit right now. Huh? We go get some brick. But yeah, Saturday and Sunday were the playthrough of Run Like Hell, which is a game that came out in between 2002 2003 for US and 2003 2004 for EU, European stores. And I actually had a blast with it, right? It really held up. Of course, there was a couple issues, but you can kind of allow that to be that way once you look into the story of Run Like Hell and find out that the game went through so many, like, creative directors and designers and artists that it's amazing the game came out at all, in all honesty. Like, it was riddled with issue. The only person that stayed on the entire time was the dude who, like, owned the idea, right? And they've actually worked on quite a few. They did Tales from the Borderlands. They worked on Tales from the Borderlands. They did the writing for that. Anyways, so that game, 20 years old, and I played it a couple years after its release, right? So I played it when it was like 17 years ago or something like that, when I was right between 7 and 10 years old. Then a couple years later, Dead Space comes out. 2008, it came out. I think around this time, this month, November 2008? Not 100% sure. Regardless, before I continue with this story, let me go through and make sure I didn't miss anything, because I was a little bit distracted. That's the exact same speed run time to me, by the way. I don't know if I went over that. I'm going over chat right now to, Oh, what you asked earlier, Xander. Why would someone tamper with it? Like I said, they're trying to make money off of it, or something. That's the only reason, greed. But they're doing a criminal action when they do that. You're right, though. Somebody that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing shouldn't touch with shit. And that's true, too. It could be that we're doing jobs there and they're just trying to fuck with the restaurant because they don't get called anymore. You don't know. People think in weird ways. Okay. Yeah, Microsoft now owns the two biggest games in video game history. Yeah, COD and Halo. Yeah, it's kind of well. That's one of the problems though, because a lot of people do not like the Halo shit, or maybe they do. I don't know. Saw a video I haven't watched yet from the Act Man that was going over is Halo good now. Again, I like watching a couple of videos from different people to see what their opinions are, to come up with an opinion of myself. I played through the Halo, just the storyline. It's pretty good, but has a lot of plot holes and shit like that. Skyrim stuff, yeah, they could do that. Get the Dovahkiin in Call of Duty. They would give him the kill where he just Fusro dolls you into paste. Okay, we probably have a lot. Well, we probably might not get to watching that today, Relatize. Minecraft Live? Wait, what? It could be. Depends on how they do it. Like if they try and take Minecraft, like if I can't do this, if I can't have a single player experience, then that would be bad. It might not be an execution, but if they like, if live service in the way that I'm thinking live service and everybody's thinking live service, because a lot of people have different flexible definitions of live service, but the definition I think of is, hey, you want to play the game? You better pay money every month or you don't get access. That is like, that's not even an execution. That's the metaphorical tying the noose around yourself, and you know what I mean? That's what that would be for me. They wouldn't do that. Oh! My apologies, yeah. We're good. Anyways, outside of my exclamation point derp, I was actually surprised by how well the game held up. And outside of my own personal hangups with the story, which are just my own personal bias, right? It was awesome. But the sad part is it was planned to be a trilogy, but the company went out of business because the game didn't do well. Which sucks because I would have loved to see where the story went, right? If they only planned to make one game, I can guarantee you it would have ended on a more finalized note. But regardless of all that, it had so many problems with development that they were working on it for a total of 5 years, right? However, when the game was 10 months away from coming out, they scrapped the idea and remade it. And the game that I played on stream was what we got in a 10-month period. So in all honesty, that game is a fucking gem because of how good it is, whilst being a 10-month project. That's from my perspective. You might have different opinions, that's fine. But it is insane how well that game actually holds up. The worst problems I had with it were like, your camera was fixed in one position and you had to move it like that. You couldn't like move it up and down, but that was like one of the only issues I had, in all honesty, with it. But yeah, the story was actually really good. It was a pretty short game. It took us 10 hours in total to beat it, and it probably would have been quicker if I wasn't messing around. And like looting everything I could, because by the end of the playthrough, we ended it with like 73 medkits that heal you for 25% of your health. Yeah, you said that, and I was like, that's wild. Yeah, I did see that. But yeah, it'll be a minute before we get to watching your another playthrough of yours, Relatize. Probably next week, next Monday. That's what I'm doing. Anyways, yeah, they planned for it to be a trilogy, and it never actually managed to go through there. And I had a thought, man, if they were to remake Run Like Hell, maybe with a different name or something like that, and like the dude who came up with the idea was able to have like whatever they wanted, like that they could make their dream version of the game, I really wonder what it would be like. Because the original intention was for them to have, like, in it there are quite a few enemies that you face, but the most common are cutters and scouts, right? And then there's a brute you have to deal with every once in a while, and that brute is like, you cannot kill it by normal means. Anyways, the cutters are the most common, and then scouts are to overwhelm you with numbers, to Zerg rush your ass, right? Well, the original plan was to have one cutter and two, like, tough as fuck scouts. The idea was to make it like something from Alien's Isolation, or Alien Isolation, or whatever the name of the game is. It was something. It was supposed to be something like that. And when you think about the game with that premise, oh, that changes things, right? Because not only does it give you the ability to fight back, it also makes it to where there's that threat of like, oh shit, I need to make a thing here. Do we want to do it? I think we want to do it. No, we have to do it like this. Anyways, yeah, I was surprised by how well it held up. It's a shame that it wasn't able to, like, basically it's got the same treatment as a couple of modern games got with Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. That game's missing like a third of the game is just gone, and this is the opposite. It's missing 2/3 of the game. So like, you know, and I do want to say this. I made a comment about it while I was playing the game, and the comment was something about making a fan fiction or something like that. And I might actually do that. I might make a fan fiction of Run Like Hell, and like give it my own twist, my own bunch of ideas. Hell, some of the things that I was talking about might actually end up in the final storyline. Mind you, it'll probably take years before I actually get that going because of how fucking much of a procrastinator I am. But regardless, that's that thought. I want this to not have grass because that doesn't actually look right. That looks better.
With Trojan,
Perfect.
Baskin
Oh, there it is.
Robbins,
We always gotta have that one commercial for Trojan.
tingling, heart-racing feeling.
How much money?
Bearskin,
How much money
America's
do you think it's costing
Tex
Trojan to run that ad? Because they run it. Every time, every Monday, we hear it at least once. Every time. And listen to this commercial. This is the first time we're hearing this one. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
people looking to buy a home, Bank of America is right here. We're here for business owners thinking about their next move.
wild.
And for
Wild.
students looking to build their emergency savings.
Anyways,
Whatever
we
financial goals,
probably would have, yeah.
here with one-on-one guidance. Get
So,
started
we
at
played it for 4 hours on
or
Friday.
24/7 in
I
our
explained why a little bit
Find a
ago.
location near you at bankofamerica.com.
Then Saturday, we beat it.
What would you like the power to do?
Mobile banking requires downloading the app
And
select devices, message and data.
yesterday,
Bank of America
we
and
actually played and beat Area 51,
commerce platform
which I was kind of surprised by how short it was.
or
It took us 6 hours, I think. I didn't put the timer on because I fucked up and I was like, screw it, we'll just do a casual run.
inferior platforms' weak tools and limited integrations.
Would have helped to know
And,
Millions of businesses growing on Shopify and ignite your selling.
less, more.
and like,
Free
to 100% it, it'll probably take me like 10 hours or something like that. And I'm debating whether or not I want to 100% the game on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't think it'll take that long. It'll probably be on Friday. We'll 100% it, and then go through the rest of the side story, the extended story, the lore, all that of the world of Area 51. Now, just from the name of the game, you can probably guess what it's about. Long story short, your team gets a call to go fix some shit that happened at Area 51. Fun game. Short, but it isn't only. It is peak 2005 first person like action shooter, right? Every time you shoot your gun, the camera shakes, right? It is peak 2005 energy. I'm waiting for the day to go by so then I can do that and mine that up. Anyways, went through that. That game holds up. It's only unfortunate how like short it is, in all honesty. The story's pretty good. The fucking mechanics are weird. Like, so L1 or the bumper, L1 or left bumper, jump. L2 or left trigger, crouch. R2 or right trigger, aims or does the secondary fire, while R1 fires the weapon normally, right? X is reload, square is throw grenade, triangle is go to the next weapon, circle is go to the previous weapon. And then the right and left face buttons, the right and left D-pad button or whatever you would call them, allow you to tilt and like lean. It had a lean function. I was surprised by that. So yeah, the controls took a little bit for me to get used to. And now here we are playing Minecraft, right? So we're just gonna bullshit here today. After we get done with replacing this stone, we're gonna probably be done with the conversations that we can possibly have. I should open another one of these documents right now to go over what we plan to do next week, which the 23rd is next week, Monday. Yeah, the 23rd is next Monday, so let me actually do that. Let me make a new text document. No, I'm good. If we're talking about the game, this has been a single player playthrough the entire time. If we're talking about things to talk about, we're good. We'll come up with them as we go. I appreciate the offer. The main reason I deny that, like I do. Wait. Okay, no, we're good. Is because like I said, I use Monday, like today, for what I'm doing right now, which is basically like an update blog type thing to give people like, hey, this is what I did last week, which was exactly what I planned to do, or we did a lot more than I planned to do, or what have you. And oh, that sucks. That sucks. And if I'm ever playing co-op, it would be hard for me to talk like this with another person here because I'm focused on like the conversation, or I'm trying to be focused with the conversation at hand. And sometimes I'll just enjoy the atmosphere and only talk when it needs when talking needs to happen. Yeah, that's awesome. It sucks that it happened, but the fact that it happened in a way that makes it manageable is awesome to hear. Anyways. So yeah, after we finish up this, we're going to be watching 3 things are planned. So this might be a longer stream than I normally do on a Monday, because the 3 things that I have planned are a speed run of Run Like Hell, a speed run of Area 51, which together is a total of 3 hours, and that reaction to the dual watch speed run. So how long is that video? I'm gonna have to get some light down because I don't want no spawns coming in to jeopardize my shit. So just this. Okay, cool. I find it funny that you said that because you can probably already tell that I'm gonna pause it and go back and stuff like that. Also, it would be a pain in the ass to actually pause the game because, or the video, because it's 2 separate videos. It's gonna be a pretty long stream tonight then. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's happened this week. Outside of the hype for the, like, what are you, okay, for those that are watching on YouTube, I don't think it really, unfortunately for those that are watching the Twitch highlight, you can't really participate. You can go to my YouTube and make a comment. What's the game that you're most hype about from that list that I rattled off earlier on? Once again, those games are, yeah, it would be a bitch to fix. Where is it? Once again, the games that I listed off previously. Crash Bandicoot. Shut up. Crash Bandicoot. Spyro the Dragon. Guitar Hero. Hexen. King's Quest. Space Quest. Quest for Glory. Tenchu. Pitfall. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Zork. Call of Duty. Candy Crush. StarCraft. Warcraft. Diablo. Gabrielle Knight. Overwatch. Hearthstone. Phantasmagoria. The Lost Vikings. True Crime. Interstate 67. Skylanders. Prototype. Blackthorn. Freddy Farkas Frontier Pharmacist. I am most excited for Prototype because that is a game that it's been a long time since maybe that'll be some of the next classic game that I play, Prototype 1 and 2, right? I never played Skylanders, but I have played through Crash and Spyro. Not the most recent release of Crash Bandicoot or the remakes. But yeah, I'm curious about what y'all on YouTube are most excited for. And heck, if there's a game that you know is now owned by Microsoft because of the Activision Blizzard acquisition, but it wasn't listed, tell me about that one and why you're excited for it or why you remember it. I'm going to start doing this more often too. There's a couple things I'm going to try to start doing more often. If something comes up like this, I'm going to start to ask YouTube, get them a little bit more involved with the going-ons. Because there are a couple of mad lads that check these VODs out on YouTube, so That, and anytime we start going long, like if I know we're gonna go for like 4, well maybe not 4. 4 is a good stopping point, but like 6 hours, I'll try and stop at 3 hours to make another marker to like part stuff out, part 1, part 2, type of a situation. This is a lot more than I thought we were gonna be getting into. In all honesty, this is a lot more stone replacement that I have to do. And yes, I think I am gonna actually replace the stone. Might be a little bit ridiculous to do that, but shut up. That, or I'm gonna make a... No, I can't do that because, well, actually no, I'm shutting up. I'll think about what to do with this later. I have many plans. So the plan is to do one of two things on Friday. Thing the first, we go through in 100% Area 51 and then go through all the lore, because there's all these little... There's a total of 90 documents and scans you can make that you can then go through and, like, find out what it says, right? I haven't read a single one because I'm waiting until I get them all. But the thing is, do I want to wait for a while and then go back and get them all? Or do I want to do it on Friday and then go back to Grand Theft Auto with Grand Theft Auto 5? Or delay? Like, I'm not 100% sure. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to stick with Area 51. Because I really want to see what all they write for certain things, because at one point we scanned a document that was Project Blue Book. Like, that was back in 2005. So I'm really curious as to what that says. What am I doing? Stop that. That was a mistake. Regardless, more than likely we're gonna be finishing up Area 51 on Friday. That'll be a chill stream. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll jump back into Grand Theft Auto with Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know if I'm going to mod it for a multitude of reasons. The primary reason is modding certain games on the Epic version of that game is a pain in the ass. Right? So either we're gonna play it with a couple of mods, or we're gonna just play it fucking raw! We're gonna play it raw, as I like to say whenever it's not modded. And pay attention to the story and stuff like that, because I've kind of been doing like a story analysis and seeing, like, looking at the games from a different perspective. Because my favorite games in the series of the Grand Theft Auto games that I've played has actually changed. It used to be 5, San Andreas, Vice City, 4, 3, right? And after playing the games, now it's like 5, which it might actually, I would be fucking surprised, but it's 5, 4, because 4 used to be just above 3. 5, 4, San Andreas, Vice City, 3. Right? Of the games that I played, that's the order that I enjoy them. But when I get through with playing with 5, either it's going to stay at the top, or it's going to get overthrown by 4. Like, that's a weird thought to have, because that game, 10 years, 10 years, 3 times in a fucking row, 3 times in a row.
Tingling, heart-racing feeling. Trojan bearskin raw. America's thinnest
Holy shit.
latex condom.
I'm Sandra, and I'm from Columbus. I remember what it was like having to flee my home for an abortion I needed because of a ban.
You want to know why?
Almost died. And without issue 1, too many Ohio women will say the same.
The reason
Vote yes
that I
to
prefer
stop the abortion ban.
San Andreas
Paid for by Ohio
is because I am a gamer
Reproductive rights.
that enjoys the ability to just do whatever, right? Like, the games that I enjoy the most are games where it gives you the freedom to just play it how you want. With Grand Theft Auto, you don't have to do the missions. You can fuck around for days, literal days if you wanted to, without doing any missions.
I'm laughing at the both of them. They say laughter is good for the soul, right?
Tap right now to
And
listen free on Spotify.
the mechanics are just better of Grand Theft Auto 5, right? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Grand Theft Auto 5 stays my favorite or if Grand Theft Auto 4 becomes my favorite. Because, like I said, it was second to last and now it's second to first. Because I'm looking at the games from a totally different perspective. There's not as much of a... The bias is still there, of course. Because you can't get rid of a bias, positive or negative. You can alter it a bit and make it less effective. But I'm one of those people that is like, yeah... There will always be a bias in one way or another towards whatever it is, be it a video game or a movie or what have you. For me, I have a positive outlook on... Like, mind you, this is what's weird is, I think if I didn't play the DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4, I wouldn't like it as much as San Andreas, right? But I played through the DLC, and I saw all the changes that they make in the future, that they cemented. Like, they basically changed shit with the DLC, and made it official content when 5 came out. So, like, that made me go, holy shit, this game doesn't actually improve as much as you would originally think. Like, I thought it improved a lot more than it actually did from Grand Theft Auto 4, because regardless of what you feel, the DLC is still a part of Grand Theft Auto 4. At least the way that I look at it. And we have no DLC for Grand Theft Auto 5. Because they decided to put all their fucking focus on Grand Theft Auto Online. The focus was in quotation marks because they've still been working on Grand Theft Auto 6 over time, but I don't know how long they've been working on it for, and a couple of other things. They could be working on it since Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. They could have been working on Grand Theft Auto 6, but it feels like they've only been focusing on Grand Theft Auto Online. There's a lot more coal than I thought there would be. Well, this is not what I planned, but you know what? Just like there we go. I was trying so hard not to say Bob Saget. I'm like, it's not Bob Saget, it's Bob Ross. But I couldn't think of Bob Ross. I'm like, that's not their name. I know it's not their name. Anyways, just like with a Bob Ross painting, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. I played GTA 3. That's honestly my least favorite for a multitude of reasons. The storyline doesn't flow as well as the future games do. The mechanics are so bad. You tap a vehicle and it breaks. There's like the storyline starts to lose a lot of the plot line. It feels like at certain points, right? And it also like as I've grown older, character motivation has started to matter to me more. So like, if I see it, no matter what that character is, if there's a character that exists, and like their motivation is literally just because, it kind of takes some of the enjoyment out of it for me. It's good. It's Grand Theft Auto, but it's rough. It's rough. So the plan, anyway, the plan for me has been to go through all the Grand Theft Auto games that I played when I was younger in order of timeline, right? So we started with Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas 3, 4, the DLCs for 4, and then 5, right? And what's funny is the only reason I even decided to play Grand Theft Auto 4 is because I made a comment while streaming about buying the game if it was on sale within, like, today and Friday, which was like less than 4 days, basically. And I looked it up on stream, and it was like, the game's on sale. And I was like, the thing, Grand Theft Auto 4 and the DLCs. And I was like, motherfucker, now I have to get it. Because I spoke the words. I said if it goes on sale, I'll buy it. I just shut my fucking mouth. I don't regret it, though. It was worth it. Got a lot of value for hour out of it. So yeah, Friday we'll probably finish up Area 51, 100% it. And then after we beat the 100%, we'll probably make a marker and then do the rest of the content, like this extra content, afterwards. Like, so it'll be a 4-part series, basically, for Area 51. And then Saturday and Sunday we'll probably be playing Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a loose plan. It is subject to change. After Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm debating whether or not I want to get Gun and Red Dead Revolver and maybe Red Dead Redemption 1 before playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Or we play Red Dead Redemption 2 first and then play Red Dead Redemption. I have not decided yet. I'll probably do it in release order and not timeline order because it's been a while since I played Red Dead Redemption 1. Anyways, the reason I'm playing through these games like that is honestly because of the hype that I've had behind playing Grand Theft Auto 6, right? And I'm hoping that by the time I'm done with Rockstar shit, we'll have an official release date, and then we'll be diving on into the Fallout franchise playthrough, and going through all the games in order of release. We're not saving and quitting yet. I'm going to step away for a moment. I'm going to run a couple minutes of ads while I do that, because nothing else is really going to be going on. And when I come back, we'll just bullshit about whatever, in all honesty. So I'll be back momentarily.
Make it a Verano vibe summer with De Leon tequila. It's crafted with the finest ingredients to help make smooth, refreshing cocktails like the De Leon Summer Sunset cocktail.
Okay,
It's
there we go.
perfect for a night out on the rooftop as you relax by the pool with your friends and make memories you'll remember for a lifetime. Share your summer memories
Oh.
with De Leon tequila using the hashtag De Leon Verano Vibes. And
Other things I plan to do, like
tequila.
this is
Banner to learn
before
more.
the stream week, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Responsibly.
On Tuesday, we're gonna go back there and check everything and make sure everything's good and all the pressures are good and all that, just to double check and make sure there isn't a leak, right? It's one of those things where even though we know there's not, we still have to check it because it's like there's a part of us that, even though we know the truth and it's obvious, there's a part of us that does not want to believe that there are assholes out there that will do shit like that, but there are. So I don't plan to, because every previous Monday for the last feels like 3 Mondays, I've said I plan to do this, and I have not been able to do it because of how busy I've been. This is like the busiest. It feels like this is the busiest I've been over such a long period of time this year, right? Normally it's like a couple of jobs every week. This time it's been like I don't have enough time to chill. Anyway, if I can get to it, I would like to be able to do some editing with the Neo series, and I would like to do some more of the work on the banner. Maybe finish it, but with how busy I've been, I doubt I'd be able to do that. Can't really think of anything big. Maybe playing some Stream Raiders off stream. I've like always doing the dailies for. It's funny because they're technically not dailies, but I do log in every day and catch one fish in Fishing Planet at least. So I start by opening up Fishing Planet, catching a fish, at least, maybe 2 or 3, and then quitting the game. At least logging into War Thunder to keep up my daily streak, which my daily streak's at like 270 something, I think, right now, for War Thunder. And then do the same for Enlisted after I wake up. Because Enlisted refreshes every previous game I'm. Oh, also I do a daily login thing with what the fuck is it called? Raid Shadow Legends, that's what it's called. I do a daily login with that, and a login with Enlisted, because while Raid refreshes at the same time that War Thunder and Fishing Planet does, 8 p.m. my time, they it's harder to do the dailies in raids than it is to in Enlisted, because Enlisted is just a login with Raid Shadow Legends. It's log in and do like 7 objectives, and then your dailies are complete. Right? So that's something that I haven't really actually been able to do. I've been able to do at least the login aspect of it, of like, hey, I logged in, give me my daily streak bonus or whatever. I've been able to do that at least this week, but not actually been able to fucking complete all of the dailies. Or like do all the missions and shit like that. Because of just how busy I've been. That's like the only shit that I do off stream gaming wise. Occasionally I'll start up Asphalt Legends or Asphalt 9 Legends or however you word it. But yeah, that's pretty much the specific plans I have for the possible editing and stuff like that. That'd be neat. I can't really think of anything else that comes to mind. But that's how shit works out, right? Like, so far, the only actual job that's planned is the one on Tuesday, tomorrow, where we're gonna go check to see if the freezer, the walk-in freezer's up to snuff, right? We're good to go. Between me ending Minecraft and any other day of the week, because like I said, I basically did at least one job every single day, I think even including Monday of last week. Wait, hold on. We might die here, but I wanna jump on the bed. So that only would work at night. I need to do a thing. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have another swamp nearby. So basically, the only way I'd be able to get slime is from a wandering merchant. What's funny is, originally I was intending to go into the nether to get blaze rods, but I pussied out today. I was like, fuck that. I got my tail between my legs. Not today. I do not feel like going to the nether today. I fucking hate the nether. Because of how much gear I've lost is why. Okay, good. For a minute, I thought I just wiped food on my shirt, but I did that, like... That was an instinctual thing that I normally do with a shirt that I'm about ready to put for the wash. Obviously, I'm ready to put this shirt for the wash. After today's stream, it's gonna go get clean. Anyway. Let's organize some of this shit. And maybe also put down some more of this crap. So first things first, put you here.
What you listen to evolves over time.
That's true. I used to not listen to as much music as I currently do, which means as many genres of music.
It's just you and the music that helps keep you going. Upgrade to premium and listen your way.
I think we'll do the raw door, right? Hell yeah. Have to check that out. It will probably be next Monday because we have a lot. Well, not exactly a lot. It's only technically 3 videos, but it's a lengthy amount of time. I need to go get more end stone at some point. I'm gonna do smooth stone because this is like shit that I don't know what to do with. Right? I could figure something out, but oh, look at it. Look, it's starting to look so fucking pretty. Love to see it. It's a shame that you can't break amethyst block down into shards. Give me that. That's mine. F. That's probably gonna get like this. Gunpowder might not, but the glowstone dust might get replaced. Gotcha. Again, this is stuff that might get replaced at some point, but for temporary purposes. Water bottle for potions. That will definitely get replaced. As will this. This is all stuff that's going to end up in the potion making place. That's one of the reasons why I was going to go to the nether. I need blaze rod in order to make the potion brewing stands. I mean, that's that individual's prerogative. Are they a partner? Is that why? Because if they're an affiliate, they can dual stream. It's partners that the issues start cropping up. Oh, he's fine then. Should be anyway, unless they change their terms of service again. I personally don't have to worry about that because I focus primarily on Twitch. But as far as I remember, affiliates are fine to dual stream. I don't think they should prevent people from dual streaming because at the end of the day, all it does is help. Like, some people might be just checking out YouTube for the day. See this dude, check him out, and then watch on Twitch. Because I do not watch a lot of live streams on YouTube. In all honesty. I don't know why. It's just something I don't do. Don't know about that yet. I might move that to a different location. Yeah. Well, what are you talking about for the main character? Because I don't know how much, like, how advanced you can get with the character creator. Or whatever for you, yeah, okay. So whenever because I like to view myself as a pretty creative person, right? I've come up with so many differentiating ideas for so many different worlds that exist. Be it One Piece, Naruto. I just like creating stuff. Even if some of the ideas I might never put to paper, right? One of the first things I do is, what type of feeling or mood do I want to invoke from the people that are going to read? Do I want this to be one of those like mindless, just chaotic humor? Do I want it to be a more serious ride? What do I want to invoke whenever I create this world, this character, whatever it is I'm doing? So, if that helps, cool. If not, then I would do something like, all right, let's look at other ninjas. Right? Let's look at Shredder. Let's look at Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hell, look at Naruto. Look at like other ninja of the world. Right? And then if they inspire you, then go with something like that. You know? If it's just a texture change.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cashback. It pays to Discover. Eligibility
That's
/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
How I would do it, I think. Hold on.
Hard cider and relaxing by the fire. And don't forget the pumpkins. Your cozy cabin awaits at GoLaurelHighlands.com.
Turn up the volume. This is Hits 2023. Ice Spice. Dua Lipa. And David Guetta. Hits 2023. Updated every week. Listen now on Spotify.
What exactly are you wanting to change about it? What kind of looks? Because the accentuations, you could like the detailing, like how the detailing's gold. You could make that a red or something like that. Some of the changes could be simple. It could be a drastic change. No, I mean like you can change anything, but what is it like you're feeling? You know, do you want to try and make it look more like a bathed in blood type of situation? You can change it to like a dark red, or you could make like maybe you could make the gold bands look rusted or something like that if you wanted to make it look like weird and older. Or you could like do the stereotypical give everything a gold shine, but with what's normally gold, make that like a platinum looking color or something like that. You know, if that's what you like are feeling. For me, like I said, whenever I create something, I always go, what do I want to feel when I'm playing the character, right? If I want to feel like this is going to be a blender of death, doom, and destruction, and like that's the route I would go. I would try and make the clothing look like it's been dyed with the blood of my enemies kind of thing, right? But if I wanted to go for something more like, I'm only fighting you because you're trying to fight me, otherwise you're not worth my time because of how much more powerful I am than you, I would go for something like, not even the gold, more regal. Like, I would look up portraits of kings from way back and shit like that and try and get a color scheme based off of that, maybe. Because let me say something really quickly about one of the most recent ideas I came up with. Whenever I go to create a story, the first thing I do is I go, all right, what is this going to be? Is it going to be a one where the character tries to save the world? Is it one where the character just tries to survive? Is it one where they're just straight up evil? If they know something will benefit them, they'll do it even if it's like the most heinous shit ever. And that's the most recent idea I came up with. When my previous idea, hilariously enough, is like one of those, well, time to save the world against the great villain, right? This current idea is this person is gonna take the current great evil and make them look like a saint compared to them. What that exactly entails, even I have yet to figure out. Because a lot of the time, I'll write down notes and ideas and plans. But when I'm actually writing a story, sometimes the character will take over for me and will do something that I didn't expect. Like, I'll be writing and I'll be like in a trance, if you will. And then after I'm writing, I'll go back and I'll read what I just wrote and I'll be like, what? Mind you, I'm partially joking. Partially because the reason the character's doing that is because it flows with the way the character is, but that wasn't how I planned it to go. Well, fuck around with it a little bit. That's what I would do too. If you really don't have any ideas, even after everything I said, then just start messing with sliders. In quotation marks, messing with sliders. That's another way to figure out. It's what I did. It's basically what I did for Armored Core. I messed with sliders till I got a look that I liked, and I went with that look. And I really like the look of my mechs. Photoshop, yeah. You'll knock the rust off after a little while. Please don't be deep. So I'm trying to think of any other things that I have planned for. Honestly, the Fallout franchise stuff, that I know if I go and decide to play Gun, Red Dead Revolver, and Red Dead Redemption, there's no way I'll get to Fallout when I want to get to Fallout. Hell, I don't even think I'm going to get to Fallout when I want to get to it. It's October right now, so October, November, December. So that's 2.5 months right there. That's to get through. It'll probably take us... It might take us a month of streams to get through Grand Theft Auto 5, and I might interpose it with playing another game if I get like, okay, too much Grand Theft Auto, gotta play something else. Then we'll go from there. What do you got? What do you got for dumb shit? I could probably look at it right now, because honestly, we're not really doing anything important in Minecraft right now, so... Okay, hold up. This is a share. This is a share moment because this is fucking funny. This is fucking funny. I bring a sort of blood alcohol content vibe to the driver's seat that the Department of Motor Vehicles don't really like. Oh, another one. I've seen this one before. This is actually pretty funny too. It's fucked up though, because of how individuals that do lose everything and still gamble. It's because of basically an addiction type thing, right? The face is what makes it funny. It's still fucked up, but that other one's fucked up too. Probably more fucked up than this one. But that's kind of like from personal perspective or whatever. Like everyone's perspective will decide which one's more fucked up. From my perspective, the other one's more fucked up.
Study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Whether it's the toppings for your homemade pizza or your favorite ice cream, it's good to have choices. And with the Energy Choice program, customers in the Dominion Energy Ohio service territory can choose their own natural gas supplier. You might even be able to join an aggregated group buying program. Don't want to choose? No problem. You'll still receive natural gas from an approved supplier at Dominion Energy's default rate. Just visit DominionGasChoice.com to learn more.
Oh, that tickles me. That one tickled me. That one fucking tickled me. Oh. But yeah, no, like I said, no actual, like, set in stone plans to actually play. It would go Red Dead Revolver, Gun, and then Red Dead Redemption then Red Dead Redemption if I decide to do that. That's why I was laughing my ass off. Well, maybe not exactly that reason, but from an experience a long time ago when my sister was first learning how to drive. Older sister was first learning how to drive. Shit. All right. But yeah, stereotypes have a tendency to make things a bit more humorous. Sometimes the stereotypes are just dumb. Alright, well. Shit. We'll have to fix that. Oh, wait, there was stuff over here that I didn't fix too. We still need to fill in this area. Ugh. Or at least smooth it out more, but I'll worry about doing that later. I also need to go around all the grass locations and, like, have grass grow. Like, get a bunch of bone meal and make it look more natural. Because it looks unnatural right now, and I don't like that look. But that's something I'll worry about doing later down the line. Alright, so first things first. Let's go to the notepad, and let's start writing down plans for next week for Minecraft. Go to the Nether. Don't die, dumbass. Finish brewing stands and design for Brewer's Homestead. What else? What else can we plan to do for next Monday? Because we're getting to that point to where... Oh yeah, no, we went a little bit longer than I thought we would. Longer than we have over the past couple of days. We're getting to that point where I don't really have anything else to talk about regarding personal stuff. If anyone brings up anything before we get to the next section, then we'll talk about it now. The horny jail. We're gonna get... Also, green is a good day, Insane Baboon. How are you doing today? We're gonna get to the horny jail. It's gonna take time. There are certain things that I intend to build off stream. Secret things. Right? Some of them are not as secret as one would originally think. But there's a couple of secret things that I'm gonna build off stream. And I might show them off stream. Like on the final episode of The Kingdom. Which is gonna be so weird when we get to the final episode of The Kingdom. We'll do like an off-stream thing where the only people that will know are the people that manage to catch the VOD before it disappears, or the people that are there that live. They'll be the only ones that will know all the secret things that I built. I have to step away for a moment. When I return, we'll go through and think exactly what else we're gonna do for next week of Minecraft. If there's anything else we could think of. Maybe do a couple more conversations about a random thought here and there, and then we will dive on into the speed runs for Run Like Hell, Area 51, and then the dual Ninja Gaiden speed runs. It's saying pre-roll's off for another 5 minutes, so I'm not going to run ads. I'm going to step away, though, so be right back.
NFL Week 1 seems like it was just yesterday, but the countdown to February is officially on. So download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, and cherish every handoff, tackle, and field goal until the final touchdown. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. 21 plus and present in Ohio. First online rule money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
5 Gum is for the 5 seconds before a thrilling moment, a new adventure, an experience outside your comfort zone. As the clock ticks, you recharge, restore, and get ready for life on a whole new level. With bold flavors like Cobalt Peppermint and Rain Spearmint, 5 Gum is for daring to dive into the unfamiliar and beyond. Life happens in 5. Tap the banner to learn more.
Lowe's knows you want more for the way you live. That's why we're bringing you an exciting, expanded assortment of products for your home, both inside and out. Now, you can find pet and livestock supplies, cargo management accessories, and outdoor recreation items, including UTVs. Plus, don't forget about our everyday 10% military discount for active duty, retired, and military veterans and their spouses. Get more of what you need, all under one roof. Lowe's knows home improvement.
Alright, so what I was thinking of while I was stepped away is, I don't know if I brought it up on stream already or not, but Enlisted is going through a pretty decent sized update sometime in the near future, where they're changing the entire game, basically. Like, the mechanics are still going to be the same, but how you engage in missions is going to be different. And stuff like that. And the way that you can purchase the, what are they called? Because it is a free-to-play game, but of course every free-to-play game has to have some sort of a monetization system, right? This one has it to where, of course, you can easily grind and like, earn everything. Or you could spend IRL money to just get the gear. But you can only get the gear if you spend time unlocking it, right? So even if it is a situation where it's like, okay, you could be better off than a free-to-play player if you spend money. Not by much, because it does a lot of the time have a bit more of a skill-based. There's like someone who's absolute shit at the game will lose to a newer player if that newer player is good. It'll be more like 7 or 8 times out of 10, but still, it's more in favor of skill. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe more like 6 to 8, depending on who you ask. For me, it's more of an 8, because honestly, you can tell when you're going up against a skilled team and your team's not. It's like, is what it feels like all the time. See, like I said, you'll knock the rust off if you need to. You were worried for nothing. That's not andesite. Where is the andesite? There's the andesite. Ow, I just bit my tongue. That hurt. That hurted. More andesite? Holy shit. Gravel goes over here. What month is it? It's October. Okay, so here's my question. Do y'all think that we're gonna get an announcement for an official announcement for Grand Theft Auto 6 before the end of this month, or no? I thought the same. I really don't think they would just... A lot of people think... again, rumors, hearsay, people projecting. This is what a lot of people I've heard talking about. Mind you, me and a lot of others also go, well, that's just bullshit. The reason that people are talking about it is because most of the people that hear it think it's bullshit. Oh, they're going to announce it at the end of October that it's coming out next October. I don't know about that, Chief. I still am hopeful that they're going to do the official announcement during the Game Awards. I don't know why I'm stuck on that now, but I'm stuck on it now. Well, I know why I'm stuck on it, because for me, anytime something that is announced during a hype event, be it like Summer Game Fest, like something that a lot of people are watching, it feels like it makes that game more hype overall, at least from my perspective. Nice. Yeah, gotta make sure all of our, all the information is given. I like that. You know what? It's been a while since we've done this. Let's go make some money. And then we'll, after we do this, we'll wrap up with Minecraft. Which, this is probably the longest I've played Minecraft in, like, a while. Because this has gone from setting out to build. Mind you, I still want to build the kingdom. But this is more of like a, what do they call them? A blog now, basically. But it's not. I don't know. It's just a... We're gonna call it a journal. It's not, but that's what it's turned into. Oh, the other thing I want to do, I think I brought this up, but I'm gonna bring it up again, is if I'm gonna play a game for 6 hours, I want to break it up into 2 parts.
NFL Week 1 seems like it was just yesterday.
Because since I only stream 4 days a week, it makes it to where there are some days where there will not be an upload, which is fine. But I do like to try and at least upload 1 video a day. It might be just a ridiculous amount. But it's a ridiculous amount of streaming that I do, and I like. having an archive like I do. Right? It's also one of the reasons why I do Mondays the way that I do, because after Minecraft we go into the quote-unquote off the records, and the only people that'll really see this, like the stuff after this, are those that are live or VOD watchers. Because I like trying to give more of a benefit to the people that are watching live. Mind you, I always understand that not all the time will people be able to show up live, but I feel like it's a reasonable thought to have, to be like, alright, these people are taking time out of their day to hang out with my dumbass. Might as well, you know.
We're here for business owners thinking about their next move, and for students looking to build their emergency savings.
I guess the way to say it would be to
Bank of America is right here with one-on-one guidance. Get started at one of our financial centers or 24
acknowledge that in a way that is more personalized content. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's the best way that I could come up with off the top of my head. The fuck was I gonna do? Oh, I need to go get the pumpkins and the watermelons. But here's my question while we do this, so there's not dead silence. Why, every time they're going to make an update, do they take a vote to decide what they're going to put in and what they're not when comparing to other stuff? It's like, why can't you put in all the extra animals, right? Mods, I know there are mods that do that, but I just hate whenever they're like, here's what you could get. Why? Is it really going to take that many resources to put this animal in the game? Like, I don't get it. Motherfucker. Oh, we're going to make a lot of money. Oh boy. Yes, I know there are ways we could make even more money, but no, I'm not going to do any of them. Before I start doing, like, ridiculous raids at this location, I need to figure out how to basically make it to where I could always get the highest level. Hi, Bob. How you doing? You doing good? Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense that you wouldn't want to, you know, talk to me. Fuck you, Bob. All my homies hate Bob the cow. Oh, you're not a... Hi, Dave. Not even gonna attempt to pronounce your name. Hello. Hello, individual who is named that. Jeff. Nancy. Edward Cocaine. Shit. Amanda. We need to get more people ready for naming in the future. A glitch-esque costume, cool. Contrast. Got it. Lisa Simpson, you're new. Stan. Hi, Stan. Damn, look at that. Almost 3 stacks? No, 2.5 almost. Oh, ho, 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 you motherfucker. You dare try and escape? Get your ass. You're lucky I'm not gonna kill you. You're lucky I ain't gonna kill you. Get your ass back in there. Go. dumbass. Get the fuck in there. Get the fuck in there, bitch. I could have too. I could have done it. You're not named. I wouldn't have given a shit. I could do it right now still. I could take you out. No one would even remember. Okay. Yeah, you better look away from me. You better turn away from me. You got me excited. Alright, I do believe that's everything for this fine evening so far. I'm still debating whether or not I want to actually go from Grand Theft Auto 5 into Red Dead Redemption. Well, yeah. It would be Red Dead Revolver, Gun, and then Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might save Red Dead Revolver and Gun for, like, a more, let's play older games from my childhood type of thing. Even though I'm pretty sure Red Dead Revolver is, you know, takes place before Red Dead Redemption. Like, it's part of the storyline. But there's a part of me that kind of just wants to do Red Dead Redemption 2. And then get into Fallout from there. We'll see. Next year, for October, The Evil Within 1 and 2. We're definitely going to play The Evil Within 1 and 2. And I'll probably get all the DLCs and shit, too. Because guess what's coming up next week? That's right. Another set of free games from Epic. One of which, The Evil Within 1. So yeah, that is all I can think about talking about for today. At least when it comes for those that are watching on YouTube or the Twitch highlight. For those that are watching live, stick around. We're going to be doing some react-anding to speedruns of games that I recently beat, and then I kind of want to check out that speedrun of, like, the exact same time. That's wild to me. Anyway. Let me do my ending spiel for those that are done with today's content. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. If you're watching on YouTube, links will be down in the description below through all my links. Exclamation point links like so. If you're watching on Twitch, be it live, the highlight, or the VOD, well, it's still up there. Be sure to follow me and catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST, EDT, Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord, where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as where you can communicate with other citizens of the kingdom. Whatever else catch your fancy through all my links. And until next time, take care, and have yourselves a good one.